We are gathered here today for this momentous occasion, the great unveiling of yet another fabulous creation. That is the Paperbag Skirt by Ellie and Mac, a true triumph of style and stitch. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Patrice and this is my embellished life. So guys, today I have a show and tell / pattern review for you guys today. Yes. We are still in January, and you guys know that my indie pattern highlight is Ellie and Mac. So in my last video, I did a sew with me with the big captivated dress. Mwah! Love that dress. Oh my goodness. So please feel free to check out that video after you watch this one, of course. But yeah, that video is a good one, if I do say so myself. So in this video, yes, I chose to do another Ellie and Mac pattern, and this time it's the paperback skirt. Another win. So if that's something you're interested in, let's get in it. Now the paperback skirt, like I said, it's from Ellie and Mac, and it is a very beginner friendly pattern. When I introduced Ellie and Mac a few videos ago, I did say that the majority of their patterns are either for the beginner or confident beginner. There might be some average patterns in there. I'm not sure, but for the most part, their patterns are very beginner friendly. And this paperback skirt is no less. So the only notions that you would require for this skirt, it's an 1-inch elastic. That's it. That is it. And of course, in order to get that paper bag effect, the fabric really matters. Now Ellie and Mac focuses a lot on knit fabric, but they do have some patterns here and there that requires woven fabric, and this pattern is one of them. So the fabric recommendation, according to the designers, is that this pattern is designed to be made using medium weight woven with some structure like cotton, linen, and twill. It needs to have some structure so that the waves of the band stand up for a great paper bag look. So the structure is very important for this pattern to get that paper bag effect. Now this pattern comes in 3 lengths. You have the mini length, the mid thigh length, and then just above the knee length. And because I wanted to use this skirt more for work this year, I'm really trying to beef up my work wardrobe, I opted to do it just above the knee length, and I like it. I really do like it. Now I'm going to show you my fabric in just a bit, but I'm just going to talk about the measurements just for a quick second. Now Ellie and Mac, their size ranges is from an XX small to a 5X large. So the waist range is 23.5 inches to 56 inches, and the hips 33.5 inches to 63 inches. And the pattern is simple, is constructed simple enough so you can extend it if you choose to do so. Now the size that I selected based on my measurements was X large, and the seam allowance is 1/4 of an inch. This is very important. Ellie and Mac seam allowance is 1/4 of an inch, not the standard 5/8 of an inch. Okay, super important to remember, 1/4 of an inch. So with that, let me show you the fabric that I chose, or actually the end results, because I used up all the fabric that I had. Now this is my skirt. This is my skirt and I absolutely love it. Now this fabric that I have is more of a cotton poplin. It was gifted to me by another sewing friend. She used this in the past for another garment, and she had, you know, just a little left over, and she gave it to me. I said, I know you could do something with this remnant. And I like, yeah, I can. So I had it in my stash for, you know, quite a while. You know, I took it out multiple times already, because this isn't the first time I've shown this fabric on this channel. I've took it out for other patterns in the past, and she was like, oh hell no, this pattern is not for me. You better put me back for something else. But she was compliant. When we went into negotiations this time around, yeah, she said, yeah, that is definitely for me. So it's more of a cotton poplin, and I just love the paisley print on it, you know, with the different hues of blues, and then there's yellow, and you know, you can go into some gray and black. Love this skirt. And then have the sash. Of course, there's the paper bag effects. Have some belt loops. Love this skirt. I really do love this skirt, and I think it's gonna be a staple in my wardrobe. Now, like I said, I did use it, made it for work, but I'm thinking of going back to make a shorter length, maybe the mid-thigh length, in denim. You guys know I love me some denim, and if I could make everything in denim, I would. But I think I am going to make this again in denim to see, or I'm thinking also as well to make it in twill as well for another work skirt. Whatever it is, just know that this skirt, this pattern, I'm gonna make it again. That's the second one I'm going to make as a big captivated dress. Yeah, there's a round 2 for that one as well. Now, I previously mentioned that this pattern is beginner friendly, which it is. However, I think this skirt requires 7 pattern pieces, and that threw me off for a bit. I'm like, 7 pattern pieces? Are you sure? Count it with me. So there's the front, the back, the sash, that's 3. The waistband has 2 pieces, that's 5. And then the pockets, there are also 2 pieces for the pocket, the outer pocket and the lining pocket. 7 pattern pieces. If you omit the pockets, that's 5 or whatever. If you choose not to do the sash, no, actually it's 8 pattern pieces. I forgot the belt loops. 8 pattern pieces. Yeah. Obviously, if you choose to omit certain pieces, it will be less, but this skirt requires 8 pattern pieces. They are very easy to put together, I must say. One thing with Ellie and Mac, and I'm not sure if that is with all of their patterns, but for the 2 that I've sewn up so far, well, the 3, because I do have a standard one for praise dance wear, those that I've sewn up so far, Ellie and Mac doesn't do notches. They do have like the grain line on their patterns, but as for notches and those other markings, they do not have. So if you're accustomed of looking at patterns for notches and those sort of pattern markings, you would not see it on Ellie and Mac Patterns, well, at least for those that I've used so far. So that's something to be aware of. Now, did I do any adjustment to this skirt? The only adjustment that I did is that in terms of pattern adjustments, I didn't do any to the pattern itself. After I tried on the skirt for the first time before I attached the waistband, I wanted it to be just a tad fitted up in my hips area, just a tad more fitted. Not actually pencil skirt, but just a tad bit more fitted. So I took in just a little bit to the hips, and then from the waist to the hips. So that's the only thing that I did. The fit is absolutely phenomenal. Loving the length for work, loving the fit. I'm happy that I actually took in a bit from the waist to the hips. So that was absolutely phenomenal. In terms of difficulty of this pattern is super easy to make. I did because Ellie and Mac, like I said, the seam allowance is 1/4. You know, when I put together like the major pattern pieces, I actually did it on the serger. I actually did it on the serger. So connecting the front to the back, I did it on the serger, and I went on my merry way. So yeah, I did use both the machine and the serger, but I did use the serger more for this pattern. But if you don't have a serger, you know how that story goes. You don't have to. There are other finishing techniques and so on and so forth. But this pattern is very easy to put together. Yes, it's small pattern pieces that I would have liked for a skirt. However, very easy to put together. One thing I can vouch for Ellie and Mac is that their instructions is superb, excellent, over magnificent. They really hold your hand. And that's one thing with the indie pattern companies that I've used. That's one thing that I can say that they have over the big five. The instructions are very detailed. I don't know if it's because you know they have PDFs, so they can use how many paper or whatever, the space, they have more space. I don't know, but the instructions are very detailed, and yeah, highly recommend those patterns. And I highly recommend this pattern by Ellie and Mac. Oh my goodness, I am so loving it. I am on the hunt for a top pattern to pair this with. I haven't decided yet what sort of top that I want to do with it. I'm not sure yet. You know, this year, because I want to focus a lot on tops and skirts, I've decided, like, for the skirts that I make, if I don't have a top already in my wardrobe, I want to make sure that I have a top to go with it. So if it's not in my wardrobe, I need to make a top for it. So just that I know there's something in my wardrobe for it to go together with. So I am on the hunt to look for a top for this dress. I think that's what I'm going to do today. I try to figure it out, but I really do love this dress, and I do encourage anybody to sew it up. Now, Ellie and Mac, the patterns only comes in PDF, so you know you have to piece the patterns together. But the patterns, the paper, they are trimless, so you know you just fit it together, run the tape down, and all of that. The patterns are also layered, so you can select the size that you need to print, and you print off that size, minimize cutting the wrong size. So that's always a plus with Ellie and Mac, and I am so excited for this make, another successful make. And yes, so if you haven't tried this dress, try it. If this is the first time you're hearing about Ellie and Mac, I highly encourage you to hop over on their website and have a wander around their website. They make patterns for women, men, children. They have accessories there as well. So they have a plethora of patterns. So you can just take a wander through. Tutorials are there and all of that good stuff. They usually have weekly sales. So you can purchase a pattern on sale, try it out, and see how you like it. Definitely a good starting place if you're wondering, if you're taking a dabble into the indie pattern world. Ellie and Mac is definitely a great place to start. All right, guys, that is all that I have today in regards to this awesome pattern, the Paperbag Skirt by Ellie and Mac. Definitely a keeper. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and also click that notification bell so you can be aware of all of my other shenanigans. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I do hope that you enjoy the rest of your week. Think lovely thoughts, keep on smiling, and always remember to make beautiful and wonderful things. All right, lovies, I'm out of here. Bye.